which noble gas is there in sodium? That is argon. So the stability of sodium should be according to argon. What is the atomic number of argon? 18, correct? So argon atomic number is 18. So how we write the electronic configuration? First shell will be 2A. It means to become stable, sodium should resemble this electronic configuration. Now sodium 2A1. 1 minute. Are you sure argon is 18? See, helium it is 2, neon it is 10. Argon it is 8. Not sure. Is anyone having textbook? It's 18. Correct it. Okay. So the first two shells we consider 2 and 8. So sodium will become stable only when it will donate the electron. Okay. So how it will become stable? By donating the electron. It will form which cation? Sodium cation. Correct? Na+. Similarly is of calcium. Calcium atomic number is how much? 20. This is a more relevant example. Again, nearest noble gas is argon. Argon is 18, that is 2A8. Okay? So this should be the electronic configuration of calcium. How we write calcium? 2A82. Okay? So what it will do? It will donate these 2 electrons. As it is donating 2 electrons, it will become Ca+2. That is calcium cation. Sodium, it is more relevant to neon. Neon atomic number is how much? 10. I write symbols here. Neon atomic number is 10. So 2, 8. So sodium will become 281. It will donate the electron and it will become 2, 8. And it will form sodium cation. Sodium is donating only 1 electron. So it is Na+. Calcium is donating 2. So Ca2+. Okay. So electropositive elements means the elements that easily donate the electrons to attain stability according to the nearest noble gas. Example is sodium and calcium. Okay, and they follow which rule? They follow octet rule. That is, the valence shell should have 8 electrons. Okay, first you write an octet rule. Octet rule. According to this rule, the last shell, according to this rule, the last shell or the outermost shell should have 8 electrons to become stable. Full stop. The elements in the periodic table attain stability according to the nearest noble gas. According to the nearest noble gas. from duplet rule. Do you remember duplet rule? It is followed by hydrogen. Very good. So duplet rule also write down. This rule is followed by hydrogen according to its nearest noble gas, electronic configuration 2, nearest noble gas electronic configuration 2, full stop. Hence, this rule states that hydrogen should have at least 2 electrons in its outermost shell to become stable. Now you can write about electropositive elements. The elements that easily donate electrons to attain the stability of nearest noble gas, are known as electropositive elements. They form positively charged cations. After donating electrons. Example: monopositive, monopositive, in bracket write down Na plus, because only single positive charge is there, comma dipositive, Ca2 plus. Okay, write this examples. Sodium according to neon, calcium according to argon. Online students, can you see the board? Okay. written? All of you have written? Zoom students? Okay, next we come to give the next heading electronegative elements. Electronegative elements. Electronegative elements. So which are electrons which easily accept electrons, correct? So write down electronegative element. These are the elements. These are the elements that easily accept electrons. That easily accept electrons. To attain stability according to the nearest noble gas configuration. Example is chlorine. Here chlorine atomic number is 17. So it is 287. Here also the nearest noble gas is argon. It is atomic number is 288. So chlorine is going to accept one electron and it will become stable as 288. As it is accepting one electron, that is one negative charge, so chlorine will become Cl minus. Okay, atom having a negative charge, it is called as an anion. So it becomes chloride anion. Cation is positive and negative is anion. Write this example. Then the last thing which we had done last time was ionization energy. Okay, that we'll write later. One was ionization energy and another was ionization energy, ionization enthalpy. That we'll write later as we move towards the further in the chapter. Now see, what is the history of periodic table? Currently the periodic table that which we use, this is a modern periodic table, or we call it as a long form periodic table. But the first scientist, okay, there were many scientists who discovered the periodic table, but due to some reasons they were rejected. Okay, in that the first scientist was Doberanus. Okay, Doberanus law of triad. Okay. So Doberanus law of triad. Triad means three. What he did, he took three elements in such a way. Suppose he took the elements A, B and C. Okay? He picked up three elements such a way according to their atomic weights. Okay? Then the atomic weight of the middle element is equal to the average of atomic weight of the other two elements. मतलब फर्स्ट और थर्ड एलिमेंट का एटॉमिक वेट लेकर उसका एवरेज लिया तो वो जो एवरेज आता है इट इज इक्वल टू द एटॉमिक वेट ऑफ द मिडिल एलिमेंट. ओके, दैट वाज Doberanus law of triad, but this law it was rejected as it was not applicable to all the other elements. Okay, it was not applicable to all the other elements. That's why it was rejected. Correct? Then second was, you all must be knowing this history, no? Have you studied it before? Newton's law of octaves. Correct? Newton's law of octaves. He arranged the elements according to the increasing again atomic weight. Okay? In a group of 3, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, such that the property of 8th element is similar to the property of the first element. Here we are considering both the properties, physical property as well as chemical property. Okay? So again, it was not applicable to all the elements. Again, it was rejected. Then came Dmitri Mendeleev. Okay? Dmitri Mendeleev, he also arranged the periodic table according to rows and columns. Okay? But again, he considered the fundamental property of atomic weights. Again, he arranged the elements according to increasing atomic weight. But there were few elements like copper, okay, which was having a very little difference with chromium. Very less difference was there. Okay, there was very less difference in their atomic weight, and they were not able to shift it into other box. मतलब जैसे periodic table के box है, so which should be given preference first? Okay, that he was not able to place them properly. Even he was not able to make a group of elements which were having similar physical and chemical properties, so that they can be placed in a proper group. Okay, so that's why it was rejected. Then came another scientist, Henry Moseley, in the year 1930. Okay, what did Henry Moseley do? He studied all these periodic tables and he found out that as compared to atomic weights, atomic numbers are more accurate. Number of electrons present in the atom. Atomic numbers, this is atomic mass, that is weight. Okay, sometimes there is only 0.5 difference between two atoms. Okay, so that's why he considered atomic number more relevant, more accurate, okay, as compared to atomic weight. So he again made a periodic table in the forms of rows and columns, and he considered the property of atomic numbers. Okay, and then he arranged the elements according to the increasing atomic numbers. He also made group of elements in that periodic table. For example, halogens. Halogens are all placed in group 7 because all the halogens, they are having similar properties. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. Okay, that day I have shown you group 1A. Do you remember? I have drawn the skeleton like this. You all also have written S block over there. So group 1A, correct? Alkali metals, alkaline earth metals. So the elements which are having similar properties, he placed them in one group. The last group is the 0 group or the 18 group where all the noble gases are there. Correct? So that's why his periodic table is more accurate, okay, more easy to understand, more easy to study the elements. Okay? So that's why this periodic table is the periodic table that we are using currently. It is called as modern periodic table. Okay? Then, so what was the D'Aubigné's law of triad? He arranged the elements in a group of 3 such that the atomic mass of the middle element is the average of atomic mass of the other 2 elements. Okay? But again, it is not applicable to all the elements, therefore it is rejected. Newton's law of octaves, he arranged the elements according to the increasing atomic weight in a group of 8 such that the physical and chemical property of every 8th element is similar to the physical and chemical property of every first element. Again, it is applicable only to few elements, that's why it was rejected. Dmitri Mendeleev, he arranged the elements according to increasing atomic weights. But in few elements there is very small difference in the atomic weight. So it had become a confusion that in which group or in which column should we place first the elements. suppose two are there, A and B, and there is very less difference. So which should be given preference first? Okay, that confusion was there. So again his periodic table was rejected, and currently the periodic table that we are using, that is a modern periodic table or long form periodic table, which was given in 1913 by the scientist Henry Moseley. Okay, he arranged the elements according to the increasing atomic numbers in the form of rows and columns. Elements having similar physical and chemical properties are placed in one group so that they can be studied easily. Example, how we have seen F block, it is having lanthanides and actinides. So all the radioactive elements, they are placed in the F block. Radioactive means which emit radiations. Okay, like uranium, thorium, they easily emit radiation. So that's why they are placed outside the periodic table so that they can be studied separately. Fine. Any doubt in the history? Okay. So see, we will not write all this. It is given in your textbook already. Okay, just remember. You can just note down history headings 1, 2, 3 and 4. So history scientists can answer. So that next time we'll understand till what time we have. Important part. Before we start that, write down the definition of atomic number. Atomic number. Write the definition of atomic number. In bracket write down capital Z. It is represented by capital Z. In that write down it is equal to the number of electrons. It is equal to the number of electrons in the energy shell of an atom. Hence atomic number is the fundamental property of an element. Next, now not Dobereiner or not Newlands, but in exams mostly they ask Mendeleev's law. Okay, so give the heading Mendeleev's periodic law. Mendeleev's periodic law. Mendeleev's periodic law. In bracket you can write down the date 1869. Okay, this law law states that, then in inverted commas you will write inverted commas, double inverted commas. This law states that the properties of elements are periodic functions. The properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic weights. The properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic weights. ओके, इसका मतलब है एलिमेंट्स की जो प्रॉपर्टीज है वो किसके ऊपर डिपेंड है? ऑन देयर एटॉमिक वेट. ऐसा किसने बोला था? दी इंस्ट्रूमेंटल. सेकेंड पॉइंट इन दिस राइट डाउन, he arranged the elements in increasing order of atomic weights. Okay. Next point, put a star. Next point for this Mendeleev, put a star in that write down. His periodic table was rejected. As it was not applicable to isotopes, certain elements and rare earth elements. What do you mean by isotopes? No, that are metalloids. See, Mendeleev periodic table was not able to explain about isotopes. ठीक है, अभी Mendeleev periodic table उसमें क्या बोला था? उसमें periodic table में जो blocks है, elements को कैसे अरेंज करना है अकॉर्डिंग टू इंक्रीजिंग एटॉमिक वेट. ठीक है, तो आइसोटोप मतलब क्या? जैसे हाइड्रोजन है, हाइड्रोजन के 3 आइसोटोप है. हाइड्रोजन का एटॉमिक नंबर कितना है? 1. So atomic number is 1. Okay, 3 forms of hydrogen are there. That is called as an isotope. Okay, so hydrogen का atomic number 1 है, इसका जो mass number है 1, 2, 3. So isotopes are what? Isotopes have similar atomic number but different mass number. Okay, that is called as an isotope. So again there was confusion about this hydrogen. So पहला है that is called as protium. Correct? This is deuterium and this is tritium. Similarly, chlorine is also having isotope. Okay, chlorine 35.5, chlorine 36.5, chlorine 37.5 का डिफरेंस है. तो उसको कहाँ पे प्लेस करेंगे पीरियोडिक टेबल में? So that he was not able to find out. Okay? उसके बाद जो रेयर अर्थ एलिमेंट्स है, रेयर मतलब जो बहुत रेयर होते हैं into the earth's crust, right? There was no place for them also. Okay? And few elements which were yet to be discovered. So that is the reason why his periodic table was rejected. Anyone is having any doubt online? All elements do not have isotopes. Oxygen, chlorine, hydrogen, okay, they are having isotopes. Okay. Okay, isotope means same atomic number and different mass number. That we are going to do later. Okay, so that's why Mendeleev's periodic table was rejected. Any doubts? Next we come to Moseley. Okay, Henry Moseley. What are the salient features or what are the properties of Henry Moseley's modern periodic table? So first of all, write down full name. You will write Henry Moseley, 1930. Then you will write modern. जैसे मैं लिख रही हूँ वैसे लिखो, modern periodic table, or which is also called long form periodic table. Okay. 1930. In textbook it is given 1912, but it is 1930, na? So that correction you have to make. 1930. Then long form periodic table, that you will write in bracket. Then we will write the modern periodic law. Again, this law you will write in inverted commas. This law states that, modern periodic law, this law states that physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic numbers, are periodic function of their atomic numbers. Okay. Second point, this statement which you have written of law, like this exactly you have to write it for an exam, because if they will ask you this question, Mendeleev's periodic law statement and modern periodic law statement, and always remember the name of scientist. Here it is okay, if you remember it's fine, even if you don't remember that's okay, but the statement and the definition should be accurate or exact. Okay. Second point, write down Henry Moseley modified Mendeleev's periodic table. Henry Moseley modified Mendeleev's periodic table and stated that the basis of classification of elements in the periodic table is according to increasing atomic numbers, and not atomic weights, because physical and chemical properties of an element depends on number of electrons, depends on number of electrons. In bracket write on atomic number. Number of electrons, in bracket write on atomic number, and their arrangement. And their arrangement. Okay, so what we said, which is the more fundamental property? Atomic number, not atomic weight. Why? Because the physical and chemical property of an element, it only depends on atomic numbers. Because they are increasing. How they are increasing? Because the number of shells are increasing. Correct? Suppose अभी ये hydrogen है. Not hydrogen, I take another example. Suppose this is sodium. 2, 8, 1. Okay? Here I will take suppose calcium. 2, 8, 8, 2. ये कैसा बनाया हम लोगों ने? अकॉर्डिंग टू द एटॉमिक नंबर. नो, एटॉमिक नंबर मतलब नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन इन द एनर्जी शेल. ये एनर्जी शेल है, तो ये हो गया 11 और ये है 20. करेक्ट? तो फिजिकल और केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज जो है वो ये एटॉमिक नंबर्स के ऊपर डिपेंड है. एटॉमिक नंबर मीन्स नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. व्हाई? व्हाट आर द फिजिकल एंड केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज? फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी व्हिच विल बी डिफरेंट बिटवीन सोडियम एंड कैल्शियम विल बी एटॉमिक साइज. Correct? Atomic size will be different. Here the atomic size will be less because there are less number of shells. Here atomic size will be more because there are more number of shells. Why? Because atomic number is more, atomic number is less. Right? So it becomes easy to separate the element. That's why the more fundamental property is atomic number. Understood? As compared to atomic weights. Because atomic weights में problem हो जाता है and few of the elements they have isotopes. Okay. Next very important part is salient features. We come to the salient features or the properties of modern periodic table. Okay. Salient features of the modern periodic table. So first you already know what is the first property. First feature, it is according to the increasing atomic number. Correct? Second is now see position. When we want to give position to an element, it will depend upon the electronic configuration. इसका भी एग्जाम्पल भी आप see, जैसे कि ये पीरियोडिक टेबल है, यहाँ पे है S ब्लॉक, यहाँ पे हमने लिखा था अल्कली मेटल, यहाँ पे था अल्कलाइन मेटल. करेक्ट? Alkali metal का example was sodium. Sodium is mono electropositive because it forms Na+. Okay? Alkaline का example we have seen calcium, Ca2+. Okay? So position कहाँ पे देना है? Whether it should be given in alkali metal or whether it should be given in alkaline metal. It depends totally on electronic configuration. Okay, so the first feature is they are arranged according to atomic number. Position of these elements in the periodic table, it is decided according to the electronic configuration. Understood? Then the third is arrangement. What type of arrangement he had done? He arranged the periodic table in the form of rows and columns. Okay, in the form of rows and columns. So which type of rows were there? Horizontal rows. Okay, horizontal rows are called as periods. Rows is horizontal. Horizontal rows are called as periods. Okay, and columns are vertical. How many columns are there? 18. They are arranged in the form of groups. Okay, that is the methodology of arrangement. Then so how these periods and all that we see later. So once again, salient features according to increasing atomic number. Second, position of the element, it depends upon the electronic configuration of that element. जैसे अल्कली है, अल्कलाइन मेटल्स है, हैलोजेंस है, हैलोजेंस है इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव, राइट. Then arrangement, we arrange the periodic table in the form of rows and in the form of columns. Okay, rows are horizontally arranged. How many rows are there? 7. Very good. 7 rows are there. So, and they are called as periods. And how many columns are there? 18. Vertical columns are 18. Okay, horizontal, vertical. Okay. So vertical columns are 18, which are called as groups, and the last group is the zero group, which consists of noble gases. Okay. Then one more example of this is transition element, है ना. Transition कौन सा है? ये D था ना. Okay. Transition elements from S to P. In between there is D. D is called as transition. All the transition elements are present over here. Transition, why? Because electropositive S element is changing to electronegative P element. Okay, and that is taking place through a bridge of elements, which is called as D block. क्योंकि S है, D है, फिर P है. Okay, and we are going to separate metals, non-metals, and the zigzag line metalloids. Metalloids are the elements which have few properties of metals, few properties of non-metals. Okay. Then we come to groups. How many groups are there? Any doubt in this? Will not write because it's already given in your textbook. सिर्फ heading देके रखो 7 features of modern periodic table. Okay, so that next time we'll recover what we have done. So groups. Now see. Groups are vertical columns. Okay. How many groups are there? 18. 1 to 17. 18 is placed separately. 18 group, which is also called as a zero group, which consists of all the noble gases, which are also called as inert gases. Why are they called as inert gases? I have told you last time. Who will tell? And they are stable. Very good. The outermost shell of these inert gases is completely filled. Okay? Helium, neon, argon, xenon, krypton, radon. Outermost shell is completely filled. It means their octet is complete and helium the nucleus is complete. So it is stable. Okay? As it is stable, it is neither going to donate electron nor it will accept electron. It will remain as it is stable. Outermost shell is complete. So it will not participate in any of the chemical reaction. That's why it is called as an inert gas or noble gas. Okay? तो इसको separate लिखते हैं हमेशा 18 को. Right? Then we come to first and second group and 13 to 17 group. So यहाँ पे first and first group, second group, and then we have 13 to 17. 13 से लेके 17 और जो लास्ट में है ये 18. Okay? So group number 1, 2 and 17. Okay? Group number 1 to 13 to 17. These are called as normal elements. 13 to 17. Category, they are normal elements. Okay, normal elements means normal properties. Metals, non-metals. Okay, very simple elements. Then we come to 3 to 12. यहाँ पर है 3 to 12. ये है P, ये है noble gas, okay, और ये है D. So group 3 to 12 they are called as transition elements. they ask very specific questions. Okay, you don't have to write theoretical answers in exam. It's a very specific, up to the point you have to remember all these things. So they are called as transition elements, and group 18 we all know it is called as a noble gas or inert gas. Okay, and ये जो है it has group 1A to 7A. Always we write in Roman numbers. Whenever we write the name of groups, we have to write it in the form of Roman numbers. That is according to the rule of IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. IUPAC is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. It is an organization where all the scientists, they decide the chemical name of a compound, physical properties by various experiments. Okay, periodic table में कौन सा element कहाँ पे है? Okay, so this is all right from Henry Moseley it is coming. Right? तो हम लोग बोलते हैं ना इसका प्रॉपर्टी ये क्यों है, ये क्यों नहीं है, क्योंकि उन लोगों ने इसके ऊपर एक्सपेरिमेंट किया है, they have come to this conclusion. So Roman numbers compulsory. Group 1 to 17 is from group 1A to group 7A. Groups are always written in Roman forms. वो रूल है, मैथ का रूल होता है वैसे केमिस्ट्री का रूल है. ठीक है. Then 3 to 12 is where I have given 3 to 12. 3 to 12 is group 1B to 7B I think. 1B to 7B and A. And the 8. इसमें आ गए सारे 3 to 12. And 18th is 0 group. Understood? So before we stop, salient features. ये सारा salient features में. First salient feature, the elements are arranged according to the increasing atomic number. They are given position according to their electronic configuration. What was the third? Arrangement. How are they arranged? In the form of rows and in the form of columns. Rows are in horizontally arranged. They are called as periods. Columns are arranged in the form of a group. Vertical column. Okay. How many groups are there? There are total 18 groups. Correct? 1 to 17. They are named as group 1A to group 7A. They are together called as normal elements. Okay. Then group 3 to 12, which belong to D block, they consist of all the transition elements. How are they numbered? 1B to 7B, and 8th group is also there. Okay. Then 13 to 17, this we have done. 18th group is what? 0 group, which is called as a noble gas or inert gas. Okay.